There seems to be a misconception of what being an Asian is. Whenever people see a person with slightly slanted eyes and black hair, the first thing they think of is, the Squid Game. I was with my white friend the other day, and she was coming at me for being a bad Asian, and how much more Asian she was than I am because I didn't watch anime. What the fuck? Just because you watch anime and eat soy sauce doesn't make you culturally aware. Like, my bad, Emily. Didn't realize you weren't worthy of calling me a ching chong than I am myself. I'm tired of people having a certain expectation for me when they meet me. I'm not good at math. I'm not good at ping pong, and I can't do kung fu, even though that would be hella cool to learn. And I'm far from being Jungkook. You can be disappointed in me all you want, but joke's on you, my parents already are. It's not my job to meet your requirements for what being an Asian is. Because, get this, and this is gonna blow your mind, but it's been scientifically proven that Chinese, Japanese, and Korean are not the only Asians out there. Mind blown! Isn't that crazy? Wow, the world is so diverse. I'm Southeast Asian. We roast pigs every weekend and drink Bud Light, not attend Kumon and piano classes. I look like this half the time and not like this. Don't be mad at me when I throw on 22Gs instead of BTS. I'm not appropriating black culture, I just like the music. And don't give me that stink face when you find out that my language sounds like this and not like this. Baka! Naruto Oni-chan. Fuck you think this is? A Korean drama? I don't know what perception you have of what being an Asian is, but I promise you, it's probably not what you see on mainstream media. Stop fetishizing Asians. I'm a normal kid who grew up in North America, not some animal in a cage who's supposed to check off your list. But you wanna know what the funniest part about this is? Is that to non-Asian people, I'm a bad Asian. But even to Asian people, I'm a bad Asian. I was talking to this girl in the first week of school, and she asked me what my major was. So like, what's your major? Oh, MIT. It's a media program where we— Oh. Okay. Look, I wish I was smart enough to be in engineering or medical school, but quite frankly, I don't care about it. I've accepted that I'm not a very good traditional Asian. I'm just saying all this because not every Asian is the same, and that goes for any race. That being said, stereotypes are true to an extent. I mean, they're there for a reason. They exist based on previous observations of cultural norms. And I don't blame you for believing in these stereotypes when that's the only thing you've heard growing up. Cause I would be lying if I said I'm not at least a little bit racist. Come on, let's be honest. Everyone is. Everyone's a little bit racist. You think when I see a Mexican, I don't think of sombreros and tacos? Because I do. Do you know how many people claim to be against racism and then go to a restaurant and see an Indian person and go, ugh, fucking Indian? Or even towards white people. White people have it the worst now because they get shit on a daily basis and people can get away with it. It's like culturally accepted to fucking shit on white people. Everyone, including you, has a preconceived opinion on a certain group of people. Don't lie to me and say you don't, because I know you do. But that doesn't mean you have to discriminate against them or hate them or even want them dead. It's just human nature to develop these thoughts on past experiences. It's part of the reason why we've managed to survive as a species for thousands of years, because we adapt to past experiences. I'm not saying racism is the reason we've survived. I'm just saying based off past experience, we learn from that and then we evolve and adapt. I don't want to go into, you get what I'm trying to say. But part of maturing is realize there's a place and time for everything. And just because you think something is true doesn't mean it is. I know I kind of just went off on a tangent there about what it means to be Asian, but I don't actually care about the stereotypes that are applied to me. Obviously, I cared enough to make a whole video on it, but that's besides the point. But I do want to speak to all the little Asian boys who feel like they don't belong to any group. Because let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what people think of you and what they think you're capable of. Because you know yourself. You know what you're capable of, and you know what kind of person you are. The only opinion that matters is your opinion on yourself. Stop trying to fit into everyone else's concept of who you are and just start being yourself. That's basically what I wanted to say. Obviously, don't be racist, but don't lie to yourself and say that you're not at least a little bit racist towards other people. Just don't be an asshole. That's all.